Hi guys, I'm Cody Jay and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now we are getting towards the finish line of my Back to Basics little skincare routine 101 series here on my YouTube channel. So today is part 6 out of 7 and we're going to be talking about moisturizers. Now you might think you know everything about moisturizers and maybe you do, but if you don't, this video is going to be for you. So make sure you give it a big thumbs up real quick and let's get started. Okay guys, so today we are talking about moisturizers. This is part 6 out of 7. We are almost there. So hopefully you have watched all of the previous parts so that this one and the next one make a lot more sense. Now in my last video, I briefly talked about the order of your eye cream, your moisturizer, and your retinol being a little wishy-washy. A lot of people have different opinions on when you should use them, and I explained why. So today I'm gonna kind of focus on, obviously, moisturizers, because that's what this video is about, but I wanna talk a little bit too about retinol products, which is gonna be the 7th and final video that's gonna be in this series, but there's a reason that I need to kind of touch on it right now. So by now you have washed your face, you have exfoliated, you have toned, you've applied your serums, you've applied your eye cream, and now you're gonna start applying your moisturizer. Now with moisturizers, a lot of it goes in hand with some of the previous topics we have talked about. You wanna obviously realize that everyone's skin is different, everyone has different skin concerns, and everyone is looking for something different when it comes to their skincare, obviously, especially moisturizers. Now, when you're using moisturizers, the whole point is to moisturize your face. So most people don't know that at night when you're sleeping, that's when your skin does the majority of its repairing. So when you're going to bed, your PM routine, if you have 2 different routines for AM and PM, I don't really, they're pretty much the same, but at night I'll use a little bit extra of certain products. And at night, for me, I will use a little bit extra or a little bit thicker of a moisturizer just because I'm going to be going to sleep and I'm not moving, I'm not rubbing off any of my moisturizer, I'm not dealing with oils or just outside, things or dirt, whatever. So I'll use something thicker just to kind of lock everything in. So one of the biggest reasons why you actually use a moisturizer, which people do not know, is you apply your skincare from the lightest, thinnest product all the way to the heaviest, thickest product. So now that you're using a moisturizer, everything before this has been a pretty thin product except for your under eye cream. So now you're putting on a moisturizer, and the main purpose of a moisturizer is to lock everything into place. All of the products that you've put on your face so far in your skincare routine are now going to be locked in by your moisturizer. So while you're sleeping, all of those products are meshed together. All those products are pretty much being sealed into your skin so they can actively do their job and give your skin the best benefit it can possibly get from those products. So when you're applying your moisturizer, you don't want like a tiny little pea size and just try to make it stretch and make it work. You want to use a pretty decent amount. I'm not saying go in there and take a glob out and cream pie it to the face, but put enough in to where when you're applying it, you obviously see it being applied to your skin. You obviously don't need Flashback Mary amount
James Charles
of moisturizer, but you want enough that you can see it, obviously. But you're gonna apply this in small circular motions to your face. Make sure that you're applying it over your entire face. And I also will personally put a little bit on my lips because moisturizer, lips, we want soft, beautiful, supple lips. So I personally put a little bit on my lips. You obviously don't need to or don't have to, just personal preference. A lot of stuff with skincare really does come down to personal preference. Now, certain products that you typically will pat into your skin, cool. Moisturizers, don't pat into your skin. Rub it into your skin. You really want to make sure that your skin absorbs all of the moisturizer that you're applying, and you don't want to waste anything. So you want to really make sure you go in there, get it applied evenly. Now, even though we've already applied an under eye cream before this point, it's absolutely okay to take your moisturizer up under your eye and apply it a little bit more. I also take it onto my eyelids. I go through my eyebrows. I coat this biatch because I want full face moisturizers. So one of the biggest misconceptions when it comes to skincare and moisturizers is that if your skin is really oily, that you don't need to moisturize, and that could not be further from the truth. It does not matter if you have severely dry skin, combination skin, severely oily skin, you need to moisturize. You can literally never have enough moisturization going on the skin. Literally, you need to be drenching your face in as much moisture as you can possibly drench it in, honestly. So If you think just because your skin's oily and you don't need it, that's absolutely not true. Typically, when someone's skin is very, very oily, it's actually because they're dehydrated. Their skin is not moisturized enough, so it's overproducing oils to try and overcompensate for the lack of natural moisture. So if you start moisturizing your skin like you should be, it's gonna start slowly kind of leveling out the oil level productions because now your skin doesn't need to overcompensate for the actual dryness, and it all just works together. All these skincare tips and products work together seamlessly. You just gotta know what you're talking about. So if someone has told you, oh, I have oily skin, I don't need to moisturize, you slap them in that face and you tell them you put on that moisturizer, or else I'm gonna be mad. Now, there are different types of moisturizers, just like there are different types of every other product we've talked about. Now, like I talked about before a lot actually with hydration in some of the previous videos, hyaluronic acid comes into play. Moisturizers with hyaluronic acid in it are very, very good because hyaluronic acid retains moisture. It sucks moisture in from the air into your skin. It holds itself up to 1,000 times its own weight. It's just really, 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 really good for hydration. So moisturizer plus extra added hydration, perfect. You can also get moisturizers that have SPF in it. I would recommend something around 20 or 30, probably more so 30 SPF than 20. And so you can get these moisturizers with the SPF in it. So I don't think you need a moisturizer with SPF at night, and that's why sometimes your AM and your PM routine can be a little bit different. But for your AM routine, when you're putting on a moisturizer, I would say to get a moisturizer that has that 30 SPF in it, because then you kind of have that sunblock going on. So I don't personally like adding a separate sunblock product to my skin during the day. It makes me feel really oily and just nasty, and I just don't like it. Plus it comes off, you know, a lot throughout the day, and you're technically supposed to continue to reapply sunblock, and I just don't like that. Also, it runs the potential of clogging up your pores, and we don't want that. That's kind of counterproductive to everything we're trying to accomplish. So get a moisturizer in the morning that has a strong SPF in it. That's a lot different than straight up sunblock. But at night, you don't really need the SPF. You're not going out in the sun, so like you don't really need it. Now, obviously, a lot of people, myself included, will do skincare before makeup. So if you are someone who's doing, you know, a full skincare routine before makeup, once you've applied all your products, and I don't know what that was. Once you've applied all your products and then you've applied your moisturizer, wait about 5 or 10 minutes for it to fully absorb and sink into your skin. And then once it's dry and it has done that, then you can go in and apply your makeup. So why I kind of wanted to talk about retinol a little bit with this moisturizer video is because there is a lot of moisturizers that have anti-aging properties, which is retinol added to them. So you want to be careful with that, because if you're using a moisturizer that has an active ingredient of retinol in it, and then later on you're adding an actual retinol product, that's too much retinol for your skin and you don't need that. If you're doubling up or tripling up on retinol products on your skin, it's going to cause too much sensitivity and irritation to your skin, and it's not going to benefit you like you hope it would. Retinols and retinoids are strong products, and they need to be used separately and they need to be used properly. So in my personal opinion, I would not recommend getting a moisturizer that says that it has retinol in it. It's just too much, especially if you're gonna want an actual proper retinol product that will work a lot better. You don't wanna combine both of those because it's just too much for your skin. It's gonna dry it out, it's gonna irritate it, it's gonna make it more sensitive, and we just don't want that. So don't use a moisturizer, in my opinion. Don't use a moisturizer that has a retinol in it. So the 7th and final video that we're gonna have in the series is all about retinols, and so I'm gonna go in depth about the different types of retinols and retinoids and all that good stuff. But so at this point now, if you've watched all the videos, again, just to recap, we have cleansed our skin, we've exfoliated, we have toned, we have added our serum boosters, we have added our eye cream, and now we have added our moisturizer. So everything on our skin is locked in, it's beautiful, it's amazing. And then next we're gonna move on to retinols in the next video. So real quick, I wanna throw up 2 products that I absolutely love so much. Now the first moisturizer is from Olay. This is the Olay Regenerous Micro Sculpting Cream. It's so good. It makes your skin feel so soft and smooth. It's absolutely amazing. It's probably my actual favorite moisturizer I've ever used. And the second product is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Again, I love e.l.f. Cosmetics skincare. It's very, very efficient. It's very, very affordable. Now this moisturizer is so good. So this moisturizer is called the Super Hydrate Moisturizer. It comes in this little purple jar. Again, I did a review on these products on a previous video. If you want to go watch that, I recommend it. But this product's really good. I'm not the biggest fan of the texture and consistency of it, but I get a lot of results from it. My skin feels very, very, very good, and like I said, it's very affordable. So I would recommend those 2 if you're not using a moisturizer right now, which I really hope you are. I really hope you are, don't break my heart. But if you're not, I would check out one of those 2 products. They're very, very affordable, they last a long time, and they will make you very, very happy. But I think that's pretty much all I need to tell you guys as far as moisturizers. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, as usual, let me know in the comment section below. So if you enjoyed part 6 out of 7, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up down below. Click that big red subscribe button so you can join my YouTube family. Turn on my YouTube video post notifications by clicking that bell icon and switching it to all. And I thank you guys so much for watching part 6 out of my 7-part skincare series, and I will see you in part 7.